HanCrafters, it's Hannah from HanCraftedCards.com. This is the fancy fold card that I'm going to be showing you how to make today. The front is gorgeous, I love that as it is, but then when you open up, it pops up and then it will stand up like so. So easy to do, and there's lots of options that have how to decorate it. The possibilities are endless. So I'm going to show you how to do this. We'll be using the Eastern Beauty stamp set and the coordinating dies, and it'll be fabulous. So let's get started. Okie dokie do. So to start this card, we've got to cut our paper down to 5 1/2 by 10 7/8. 7/8 is just the notch before 11. So I'll zoom it right in so you can see the measurement that I mean. So focus and go. Why is it not focusing? Focus. No? Alright then. So anyway, it's just the notch before the 11. So I'll lift it up actually, that might work better. So, is it gonna? No? Yes? No? Oh, nearly. Nearly had it then. There we go, you can kind of see. So you've got 10 and you've got 11 and you've got not the tiny little notch. Where's my poker tool? Not that one, that one. So that's 7/8 there. So you've got half, a quarter, half and 3/4, and the 8's measurements are the ones that are in between those, so it's there. So hopefully you saw that. And then we will cut, like I said, 10 7/8. Okay, so this is going to be our card base. You zoom back out actually. There we go. So that's our card base. So now with that we need to do some scoring. So I'll grab my scoreboard. Okay, so we need to score at, the measurements are a little bit faffy, but it was just how I could get it to work. But they'll all be written in the description of the video along with all the supplies, so if you need anything just click on one of the links in the video and it'll take you to my online shop. So we're going to score at 3 5/8. So that's 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Then 6 and 7/8. So again that's the notch before the 7. Then at 7 and just check, yeah, 7 1/4. And then the last one is 10 1/2, which is there. Okay, so dead easy so far. So we'll just fold and burnish all of those, and just check they all go the right way. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Yeah. So this first one needs to fold up. The second one needs to fold up. And this one, the second one, oh hang on, what am I doing? Ignore that. So you've done your scoring, flip it over and fold them up. That's right. So just fold them all normally. And last one. So just fold all your score lines normally. I'm making it more complicated. That right? Yes. So next we need to punch a hole in this spot, and I think I used the 2-inch. No, that was wrong. It was the 2.5-inch, and we're just going to pop that in as far as it can go. So it's in, you've got your flat there, you've got a little space there, then this one, and then your little flap on the end. So it's going to be in this one, and put your punch as far in as it will go, and then just center it up and punch, and keep that because we will use it. And next thing to do, we can do some stamping, and I just realised I haven't got my stamp set, so let me just go and grab. Okay, so I've got the Eastern Beauty stamp set and some Blushing Bride and Bermuda Bay ink. So we're going to do some stamping with that. So you can put your card base to the side for just a second while we work on the other pieces. So to go on the front of the card, you need a piece that is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then another piece that is 3 1/4 by, I forget how long this one, two and 3/4, just over 2 3/4. So those are those two pieces. Then the bit that you cut off earlier when we was making the actual card base, just grab some of that, and then we're going to take, is it going to fit? It's just going to fit on there. This die from the Eastern Medallions die set. So first things first, let's cut that and make sure it fits on here. So I'm going to use the magnetic plate, and then I can position it just right. It should just fit. There we go. So the magnetic plate for this bit is really important, or you could stick it down with washi tape if you don't have the magnetic platform. So just run that through. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I've just got it, I think. Yeah, it's fine. Awesome. So grab my die brush. So this die actually doesn't cut it out of the cardstock, it leaves it in place, so we just need to snip off snip it out so that it will be a separate piece. So you can see it's already, where the card was a bit small, but that's fine because we cut it away anyway. So these spots here where it's connected, just give those a quick snip. And there you go. So you can snip those down more if you wanted to, but we've got a little medallion-y type thing. Okay, put that to the side. Right, so we've got that there. This is going to go on the front of our card. So I just want to do some stamping on here first. So the circle that you punched out, we're going to keep that, that's going to go on here. But I'm going to do some stamping that is kind of going to go around that. So what I'm going to do is very, very lightly, as light as you possibly can, just trace a pencil line around that circle. You won't pick this up in the camera because I am going ridiculously light. because I don't want, I really don't want it to be too heavy because we've got to rub it out afterwards. So I'm going to take Bermuda Bay and this fleur piece stamp, and I'm sort of going a little bit in from the circle that we've just drawn, but I'm basically going about there. So you can see the point of the fleur bit is inside the circle. Now, just got ink everywhere. I'm going to do the bottom. Got ink on that. Then go to the sides, and it is going to go off the page, that's fine. Then on the diagonal, corner to corner, so sorry for the noise. That is my mum hoovering. There, now how pretty is that? Love it. And then that's gonna go back in the center like so. And I'm gonna very gently rub out those lines before we move on. There's my rubber. So I said to draw it really lightly because we've got to rub it out afterwards anyway. And you don't really want to be messing up your ink by having to rub it too hard. Fabulous. There we go. So that's going to go in the centre. So before we do that, I'm going to add some ribbon, and this is the mini chevron ribbon in Bermuda Bay as well. So I'm just going to cut a little bit and wrap it around. Just like so. So that is going to be the start of the front. I'm just going to put that to the side face up because I've got a little bit of sticky on there. Now this piece, I'm going to do, I haven't actually decided. I'm thinking to go that way as well. Let's try it. If it doesn't look good, we can always flip it over. Oops. Actually, you know what? I've already decided I don't want it in Bermuda Bay, but Blushing Bride. So it'll be tone on tone. So, just again, using the edge of the circle to line it up. So, top to bottom. to right. Let's have a look. We just go with just those, I think. Yeah, that looks awesome. Okay. I'll turn it over. And obviously we need a sentiment, so I'm going to put that here. Let's see what we've got. Enjoy today. Something that's going to fit in the middle there, basically. So, enjoy today will fit. Or thank you. That will fit as well. We'll go with thank you, I think. And that I will do in Bermuda Bay. So, let's try and line this up. So, just checking, yep, I want it that way. So I'm going to try and get this centered and straight in the middle. Hey, that's not too bad at all. Okay, so that will go on there. Oh, I love that. Awesome. Okay, so then on the inside, for this little piece that I said was 3 1/4 by 2 and what did I say? 2 3/4, something like that. I want to stamp on here as well. I think for the inside we'll use that fleur again and the Bermuda Bay. This time I'm just going to go in 2 of the corners, and I'm lining up the corner of the stamp with the corner of the card, and it will go off the page, that's fine. Like so. And then the let's be friends forever. No, actually, I'll do the other one. Well, let's see if it fits. To think of you is to smile. No, that's let's be friends. Yeah, I like the let's be friends. Okay. Let's try and get this straight as well. Always helps. Yep, that looks good. Fabulous. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Now we can put this all together and finish it all off. So, card base. All we need to do to put it together is you're going to fold over on the second of these score lines here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, let's say the third one. Fold it over so that bit is flat, and this is where we need to put our adhesive. So I'm going to put some fast fuse down that strip. Making sure I don't go over. Okay, so I've got my adhesive on that flap there, and then just close over that side, press that down, and then give it a good press with your bone folder. So before we open it up, this is going to go on the front. So just a bit more adhesive here. Whoops. That's going on the front, like so. Press that down. Then this is going to go in the middle, and we'll pop that up with dimensionals. Got some of the mini ones here. These are so cute. I love them because they're just as thick, obviously, as the other size of dimensionals, but they're not as bulky. So they can obviously be used for little things, but I like them for, you know, what I'd use the bigger ones for. They just seem, they don't stick out as much, as in you don't see them as much. But that's just me. So that will go in the centre there. So that's just fabulous on its own, but then when we open it up, this is going to pop up and it'll be sort of a, what's it called, a diorama card. So that will open and pop up like so. But to decorate it, you can just put it down flat like so. So this bit we're going to stick on here, and it's going to go flush from end to end. So let's put that down. Oops. So don't know if this card has a name. I'll just call it like it's a pop-up card basically, but I don't know if it has a specific name for it. And then this die cut here, we're actually just going to pop inside, so you can just see on the video, but I'm going to ink it up first to make it stand out a little. So let me just grab a sponge for Bermuda Bay, which is a bright, where are my brights? Tempting turquoise, Bermuda Bay. Awesome. Let's move some rubbish out the way first. So I am going to ink kind of heavily. I'm inking it because it's still going to have the pink undertones, but it's also then going to have the Bermuda Bay in it as well. Yeah, cool, yeah. I'm just going to go a little bit more on the edges. It's kind of two-tony. So now when you put it in, you can really see it quite well. That looks fab. So, easiest way to do it, you could do it beforehand, but I'm just going to do it now. It actually looks good just on that bit there. Oh, I don't know now. I really like it on there as well. Oh no, now what do I do? That looks pretty cool on there, doesn't it? There, or there. No, I think I'll stick with the original idea and I'll put it inside. And if you line it up just right, you'll kind of just see the edges of the pattern equally. So, that's if I'm doing it that way. Oh, yeah, I'll stick with my original, and then maybe for the next one I will put it on the outside. So just some wet glue in the middle. And wet glue is important for this so you can get it in place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push it in but keep it pressed up against here until I've got it all the way in, so the glue's actually not touching anything yet. And then I can slide it to roughly about where I want it to be, then drop it down, and then excuse if my head gets in the way, then I can line it up and then press it down really well. So then you've got that pop inside. So there's your front, and I'm going to put a bow on that in a sec, and then it pops up and it'll stand like that. So let's tie a bow to go on here. So I don't know if I've shown you this way to tie a bow. So you take 2 fingers, wrap it around the 2, then in between, around, in between, around, and then back in between, and push it all the way over all of the everything, and then when you bring it back through, tuck it under that loop that you just made, and then you can pull that tight, and then you've got a bow. Oh, hang on, I've missed a step. Let's try that again. So over, in between, over, in between, over, in between, over, then over the lot. There we go. Then that loop that you just made, tuck it under. If you want me to do that again in another video, I will. Because today it's just not working for me. There we go. Then pull your tails down, and you've got a double bow. That's going to sit on there, and we'll just use a glue dot for that. It's so scubbish, isn't it? So glue dot on there, and then I'm going to pop on underneath the whole lot. So there. So that is our card. So like I said, this is the last in the official series of fancy fold cards. So I will have, I'll put pictures up of all of them. I haven't got them, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'll put pictures up of them all together so you can go over them. And there you go. So I hope that you like this card and the fancy folds that we've had previously. I will still be obviously doing fancy fold cards anyway, because there are still so many that I haven't done yet. But for the official series, this is the last one. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and share it as well. That would be awesome. And I will see you on Monday. Bye.